So the latest narrative. Oh, we don't have any tapes. Called in our secret, super protective private eye, Andrew fucking Holmes, who I've never heard of a day in my fucking life. And I'm not from Chicago. Chi-Town, stand up. So we know how these situations go and we see how these things unfold. My biggest issue with this whole situation, because I'm not about to hit y'all with no crazy conspiracy theories. Whatever I could do, I'm going to do. As long as it's beneficial to the family, because right now it's about the family, and I see a lot of people taking the attention and the focus off of this girl's family, but at the end of the day, this is not about anything else. I see protesters getting into skirmishes at the fucking hotel. These motherfuckers just basically told us we ain't shit, right? They basically just told us to go fuck ourselves after we found one of our young queens dead in that fucking hotel. They not giving us no information. They fucking out there with police, standing guard, like they fucking, like the guards in Moscow, like they fucking out there protecting the Queen Palace or some shit. Motherfucker, it's a hotel that has a body. That girl's spirit is probably still in that hotel. And guests are still checking in. I see, they got people releasing footage. You know, let me calm down, because this shit really is under my skin right now, because it's really been 10 whole days, 10 whole fucking days, if not more, that this girl has been found in this fucking hotel, and there's been no answers for this family. We don't need to see the fucking tapes. Let's be clear. The public, the general public, Facebook, social media, all this other shit, I'm only doing this shit because at the end of the day, ain't shit else to talk about as far as I'm concerned. I'm not, fuck everything that's going on. This is what's going on. Because at the end of the day, like I said, if we let them sweep this shit under the rug like they do with every other young teen in Chicago, every other young teen in New York, all over, if we let them sweep this under the rug, most of y'all done forgot about Philando Castile. Let's be honest. Most of y'all already forgot about Alton Sterling. Half of y'all done forgot about Kimani Gray. Half of y'all, all of that shit, most of y'all done left and y'all done moved on and went to something else. If we let this become that, that's basically what we're going to keep seeing happen. It's going to become, it's the equivalent of, to me, in my opinion, that is the equivalent of thanking the murderer. That is the equivalent of giving the murderer permission to do this shit again. Because if you don't think that it's some sick, perverted motherfucker out there that's not sitting back like, okay, let me watch how this shit play out. All right, boom. So they put it in the freezer. Okay, no camera there, no camera here. I'm not saying that, you know, necessarily a hotel or anything like that, but just a sick, twisted motherfucker that just want to be out here snatching up little girls. You don't think that they gonna be encouraged to start snatching up these girls even more at a greater abundance? If y'all niggas is sleeping, if y'all motherfuckers don't think that this is not sending a clear message to every motherfucking pedophile, anybody with bad intentions that want to do something to anybody, all this is doing is giving them, y'all throwing them niggas an alley-oop for the slam dunk, because they gonna keep doing this shit. I don't know these people. At the end of the day, we don't know what happened in that hotel room. No, you cannot look at somebody's glasses and tell me that you just solved the whole entire fucking case. That's not realistic, you know what I'm saying? And that's the problem I'm having with this shit. This shit is like, it almost became a game of like Clue or like, you know what I'm saying? This is not no fucking game, you know what I'm saying? This is somebody's child, man. You know, and like I said, I'm not letting this story go. I'm not letting this shit go, because at the end of the day, it could have been somebody in my family. Andrew Holmes. So somebody gonna have to show me, somebody's gonna have to tell me who the fuck Andrew Holmes is and where he's stationed. Where can I go find the Andrew Holmes Foundation? Where the fuck is this nigga's? I don't want to know where he lives. Let me hold on, calm. Let me pull back. Hold on, reel up. I don't want to say nothing incriminating on the internet. And at the end of the day, I'm not a criminal, so there's nothing for me to say that would be incriminating. But like I was getting ready to say, somebody should give me this nigga's address, man. Fuck all this shit. That's really what I want to know. I looked up this nigga on Google. Nigga, Google sent me an email like, nigga, you know something? They don't even fucking know. Nobody knows. This nigga supposed to be some type of private investigator in the fucking Chicago area. I've never heard of this nigga. Now, I know they say we got to stop using the N-word and we got to get on our black, got to unify. I'm not unifying with this nigga, because any motherfucking body that will really sit on television, this nigga did a whole live stream. Am I going crazy? Am I bugging? Because I've been following this shit from day motherfucking one. If I'm not mistaken, this motherfucker clearly came out and said he watched the full fucking video in its entirety. He said, according to what he saw, he confirmed that he saw this whole video. Or I don't know if he said he saw the whole video or not, but he definitely said he saw Kenneka walk into the freezer. Really? So something's wrong then, right? So either Andrew Holmes is a fucking op, or, like we've been saying, the Rosemont Hotel are fucking lying. So it has to either be Andrew Holmes or the Rosemont Hotel. Which one of them got it? One of these motherfuckers gotta go. I try to put my people first, and at the end of the day, we always want to give our people the benefit of the doubt before we do anything. We know that these motherfucking white devils is deceptive as shit, and they will line some shit up to have your ass out here looking like you a motherfucking devil when it's really just the devil. You know, the devil's greatest trick was making people think he didn't exist. So it could be that, I don't know. But like I was, I haven't seen any update from Andrew Holmes since he made those statements. I haven't heard anything. I guess maybe let's wait and see how it plays out. And we're going to wait and see if Andrew Holmes, pops back up in the surface. I highly fucking doubt it. But we will see. Now the FBI. So why can't the FBI step in, right? Why can't the Federal Bureau of Investigations? This is what they do. This is how they make money. This is what they've been doing. Let the FBI take over. Now, I'm not an FBI kind of guy. And quite frankly, I don't even necessarily know if that's the answer. I'm just being honest. At this point, what's best for us to do is to follow the instructions and the orders given by her mother, period. What her mother says is what goes. End of story. If her mother wants the FBI to investigate, then FBI, let's investigate. And I don't want to disrespect anybody and talk out of line, because at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not out there. But let's say they do investigate, right? Let's say they turn this thing over to the FBI. What happens now to the crime scene? Because technically that's supposed to be deemed a crime scene, isn't it? I can't recall any time where somebody, a human being, was killed in a public place and business resumed immediately after as if nothing ever happened. Why? What's the reason for that? There's so many unanswered questions. And at this point, it's like, what's the point of even, there's nothing to investigate. These motherfuckers clearly were negligent at the very, very least and should have been shut down for this entire time. That fucking hotel should have not been open. They didn't close the doors for this hotel for one motherfucking night. Not one day. Not even a day. You know what I'm saying? Worth of what? How much fucking bookings were you going to get in one day where you had to, where you couldn't just show this people? Where's the respect for this lady and this girl that has been found dead in a hotel freezer? Where is the respect and the remorse for her family? You know what they did instead? No, they said, all right, we're going to protect the hotel right now. Send the fucking whole police department and let them stand guard in front of the hotel like they stand in front of the Buckingham fucking Palace protecting this fucking hotel. Nigga, the people outside the hotel need protection as far as they concerned. That girl was found dead inside the hotel. Who's the murderer? You know what I'm saying? The people protesting the death, or the people that perpetuating this shit and not putting out all the information? Like, that shit is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do, though. If you ain't take nothing else out of this video, catch this. We need to start seriously having meetings, seminars, conversation. We need to have more. What happened to the block associations? We don't have those anymore. I don't see a block association like I used to see it back in the day. We used to have neighborhoods. The community would kind of have meetings and discuss certain things. I remember that vividly because I was like the topic of discussion in most of those goddamn meetings. So I know for a fact that we could do, these things could happen. We just don't focus on these things because we so caught up with work and life happens. And I understand, like, everybody got, their own struggle. But all I'm saying is, what's more important to you? The shit that you got going on, or the fact that you live in a community where these things can potentially happen to you or your children or your loved ones, and the end result is just, we'll pay for the fucking funeral. These niggas was quick to come and jump out and say they was gonna do that. That was the first thing they did, actually. Before any of this shit, these motherfuckers was talking about paying for the funeral off top. Okay, so now, it's just so obvious, man. I don't even want to talk about this shit no more. Like, pay for the funeral? Oh yeah, why? Because you trying to find, because you did something. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you? That's guilt, clearly. But like I said, man, that's the new development in this case. the protesters in Chicago. The protesters in front of the Rosemont Hotel. So what it's looking like Friday is gonna be a big day for that whole situation. I just hope that they don't let this get swept under the rug. Not to, like I said, I don't want to get on the, I don't want to be on the it's a lot of conspiracies flowing around, and I don't want to necessarily put anything out there. I mean, it's already out there, to be honest, but let's be clear. I definitely do recall not too long ago, it might have just been how many months? Maybe 3-4 months ago, if that. Weren't we just talking about some missing black girls in Washington, D.C.? Interesting. So this is not an unheard of thing when people are saying that, there might have been another motive for the reason why Kenneka was put in the freezer. I don't want to even, like I said, things like this, I don't even like to think about because it may be reality, but it's just like, it's not my reality. So I try not to mix realities. And I don't even want to put that shit in my that shit gonna have my inner, what's the word I'm looking for? My chakra. I just don't want to even involve my spirit with those type of that type of thinking, because at this point, we definitely have to consider everything. And from what I've been hearing about this hotel, apparently there's been some kind of claims about these things happening in the past, right? Apparently, from what I'm hearing, the hotel owner has been caught in some organ harvest and shit in the past, right? So now with that being said, I wasn't able to honestly do any research on him. I don't even know where people got that from, because when I looked this shit up, like I said, nigga, Google scratched their head wait, you can't even find this nigga on. I looked him up, I couldn't find shit. And maybe I have to do a little bit more extensive research. I probably, I didn't really get the time to really look into it like I wanted to yet. But I can't find nothing to confirm that, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? All I know is that this girl went missing, and she got found in the freezer. Then they said that she locked herself in the freezer. Then they said they had footage. Now they say they don't have footage. So you tell me. It really opened my eyes to just show me, at the end of the day, man, we all we got, man, on some real shit. And if we don't get our shit together, bruh, we might as well just throw ourselves to the wolves our goddamn selves. Because, like I said, bro, if you don't think that this is going to happen again, it's going to happen again. It's happening right now. It's somewhere, it's people, it's places where there is no cameras. You know what I'm saying? At all. This don't always happen in a Rosemont hotel where there happens to be all this footage. These things don't always happen in these locations. You know what I'm saying? What happened to that girl? We don't even know what happened. But, the end result is going to happen again. And it's happening right now. And that was really what opened my eyes, this whole situation. This is not just some young teen in Chicago, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm done accepting these narratives that they're giving us, man. Because after a while, you do become a little numb to the shit. And you become desensitized over time. Especially if you're in an area where the crime is at a certain level. It's not going to hit you the same way it's going to hit somebody else who doesn't have to, deal with these atrocities on a day-to-day. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody that's out there protesting. I really want to go so bad, but I'm just going to be honest. Shout out to Jedediah. I know they out there bailing people out of jail and all that. But honestly, bro, y'all don't got enough money to keep bailing me the fuck out. So I'm not even going to waste y'all time. You know what I'm saying? With the biggest salute, because I see what they doing. I appreciate everything that they doing, and I'm following this shit. I want to be out there so bad, but I know for a fact, I just want to be able to respect Mama T's wishes. She want a peaceful protest. She's gonna stay. I'm gonna watch it from a distance, and man, just hope for the best. At the end of the day, what they really need to do, I don't want to say what I want them to do, but what they should do is that hotel should be named after that girl, man. That hotel should be owned by her mother. Mrs. Martin, Mama T, they talking about, they mad because she's out there protesting with them and they willing to pay for the funeral. She turned that shit calmly the fuck down, you know what I'm saying? And she did that shit with grace, because me personally, y'all need to take care of the mother by giving her what she's asking for, which is the fucking tapes. Motherfucking police out there, you know what I mean? They fucking standing like soldiers in the middle of fucking Iraq. Like, this Buckingham fucking Plaza now? Is this Buckingham Palace? Or is this a crime scene to a murder that y'all let get contaminated because we have guests who are now walking along those very hallways that Kenneka was last seen? That's a crime scene. Now, the last time I checked, you can't even get into a fucking fist fight, and these motherfuckers, hey, everybody back up, everybody. They ready to motherfucking clothesline you, tackle you for a fist fight, let alone something along the lines of a murder or anything like that, man. Clearly this shit is being handled with nothing but disrespect. Clearly there's somebody with power and influence that's behind this hotel. Clearly they paid somebody off already, Andrew fucking Holmes. Clearly, you know what I'm saying, they already got this shit working behind the scenes. You know, man, straight up, dog. Yo, man, straight up, I'm about to come to Chicago, man. Y'all niggas about to see me real soon, man. Arm, leg, arm, head. You know, I just wanna, you know, the mother is on some, like, we gotta be peaceful. So I don't want to, honestly, maybe I shouldn't go because you know, as much as I feel like I need to be there, I'm definitely there in spirit and I want to be there. But at the same time, I don't want to do anything to take any attention off of what's going on right now with basically what they're asking for, you know. And I'll fuck around and go out there and let me just see who the fuck even got the audacity to answer the phone like it's a regular fucking day and shit. I'm curious, bro. I got questions.
4-digit extension. Please dial it now. For O'Hare Airport Shuttle.
Operator. I'm calling in regards to the case for Kenneka Jenkins. I just want to know if there's anybody available on Monday that we can schedule an interview with.
Short to the Andrew Holmes, 1 second, sir.
Okay.
Thank you for choosing the Crown Plaza.
Thank you for calling the Crown Plaza O'Hare. Reach Daniel Penn, front office manager.
Daniel Perry? Write that down. Daniel Perry is the front office manager. There you have it. They still answering the phone. This motherfucker sounds chipper and joyful and all that. Man, listen. You know what the next motherfucking step is? You know what the next step is?